What's not listed here on this assignments list is that participation in the weekly discussions that's where 20% of your overall grade. So if you don't participate in those, not only are you going to not engage in the learning you need for all of your group work and individual work, and even get tips from people on how their self-study modules are going, you're going to end up reducing your grades in all the other categories by not participating in the discussions as they're occurring. There's only one group work assignment in this course. It's the strategic consulting presentation, and that's worth 10% of your overall grade. The individual work comprises the bulk of the work here, and so you need to make sure that you are seeing how everything connects ahead of time. After the Black Mirror paper, all of these assignments, the editorial calendar, the choose from, the data pull, the Hootsuite implementation, the final presentation are all based on you finding a client, a person exists or a business that exists in the world who will allow you access to their Facebook page as a manager so that you can track how they're performing on social media, how are their posts being engaged with, what seems to be working for them better than other things. Ultimately, you're going to give them recommendations for how to improve their use of social media to market their business. And so this is something you should really think about in week one. Who is it or where can you go to find somebody who is a small business or somebody who's even trying to launch an organization, anything that helps you track how they're using social media. You're not going to be asking them to spend money, and you don't have to spend money on this either, but the tools you're going to use to gather information are Facebook Blueprint, the ad manager there, and Hootsuite Academy will tell you how to log in and create a Hootsuite dashboard that allows you to track a little bit more about how they're performing in social media. You're going to ask them for access just for the Facebook page. Facebook is still the predominant platform in which most social media marketing occurs, and also people use as a initial platform to engage with other platforms. So that's really where you want to ask for permissions. The business could be anything. It could be a friend with a jewelry business or an organization you're associated with, a church group or a nonprofit where you're just trying to increase engagement. It doesn't have to be about driving sales. What you want to just see is if over time, if you create a plan and take in some of the information about how they're using social media, then you could advise them in ways that are going to be more effective for them. And perhaps you may even notice how some things work better than others based off of what they've already done or are currently doing. And just you bringing that to their attention helps them make strategic choices, but you'll be advising them. They don't have to take your advice, but the idea here is that you're demonstrating to me in this course that you're gaining proficiency around using the tools of the trade and understanding how to engage with clients. The self-studies are assigned weekly. There are multiple modules, and these are the things that will help you understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about here. So I know that there'll be lots of questions, but the idea here is just to always do your best. And just remember, there's no time where you're asked to spend money on this. You're not asking clients to spend money on ads. They may choose to on their own, and then you could track the performance of those ads perhaps, but you're not going to require that of them or ask that of them. You're just always looking to find a way to help them use their social media presence more strategically. The project descriptions give way more information than what I can do here in this video, so it's a good idea perhaps to read all of the project descriptions so you see how everything connects. Again, if you're not doing the self-study modules and assessments as they're assigned, you're probably going to be very lost here. So make sure you're following the course calendar very, very strictly. For the one group assignment, I'm asking you to sign up to a group by April 11th. You can pick your group based off of how you interact with people in the first one or two class discussions in week 1 and 2. There's no more than 4 people in a group, and it's going to be first come, first served. There'll be no changes to groups once everyone is signed up. Absolutely no changes. It's your job to make it work, and to the extent it doesn't, you can let me know if someone's not participating fully or at all. Please message me privately on Canvas and let me know. You can ignore here. It says if you've selected a team by, if you haven't, this should say if you haven't selected a team by April 11th, you will be assigned to one. So I gave you a few extra days here. So if you haven't picked a group by April 11th, I will assign you to a group. Some tips for how to select a group would be for you to message your classmates and ask them to join you. If you're not sure what to say, here are some suggestions. Maybe you prefer to lead and others follow, or vice versa. You can ask people what their thoughts are on some of these questions, and that will help you know who's a good fit for you. Are you more big picture thinker or a task-oriented person, a good writer, presenter, creative talent? Maybe find someone who balances you out, who has a strength in an area where you don't. Do people like to get stuff done early, or are they last minute folks? Which days and times work for you to meet is another great question to ask people. And some people prefer to meet in person, even though this is an online course. And other people, it's the whole point of being in an online course is they can't meet in person. So make sure that that's something you clear up before you join a group. What communications platforms do they use? So people who do prefer to work online or not, you should still be in communication digitally, either through email or a Google team, something that helps you all stay connected and work together. And how do you go about splitting up the assignments as something else? When you read the project description, who might want to do what? And that might be a helpful way to figure out how to build a team as well. Your teams will be maxed at 4 people each. There will be no 5-member teams. If you find 2 other people and have a 3-person team, I may add a 4th person. So to fully be in control of your destiny here, you want to find a 4-person group, which you all agree to be in, and have that done by April 11th. If you have any questions as you're reading through all the project descriptions and the syllabus, please make sure you message me on Canvas. Email me at rex.bobish@bellevuecollege.edu or call me at 240-394-1248. Thank you, and I wish you much success in the spring quarter. Thank you.